Hey guys, and you are listening to ProfoundRadio. I'm Mapal.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Kaleb.
And I'm Lauren.
Yeah, we have the lovely Lauren with us here today. How are you doing, Lauren?
I'm doing great. How are all the viewers?
Oh, we got a few. Oh, they're all here. Hello, guys. They seem to be piling in there. So, this is our third summer show now. This show will probably only be about an hour long. It's an hour at the minimum. If we run over, we run over. We'll hang around a bit longer. Oh, my laptop's already freaking out. Isn't that great? But hey, no technical difficulties so far as I'm aware, anyway.
I just knocked on wood.
Knocked on wood. I would knock on wood, but I'm pretty sure my desk isn't actually made of wood. So, yes, we have the lovely Lauren with us today, who is, basically we described her in the chat before we set up a couple of hours ago as a smut goddess. So, yeah. That was Gemma's words. Gemma was like, she's basically a smut goddess. And we were like, awesome. Yeah.
That's really... Oh, I like that. That's going to be my new thing.
So this is like... Yeah, this is how we compliment each other in fandom now.
A crown.
Yeah. This is how we compliment each
other.
A
crown made of toys. Wink, wink.
Yes,
made out of, like,
yes, please
these
do.
tiny little penises.
Yes, oh my goodness. Yeah.
I heard tiny
penises are always good.
Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah,
we're off to a great start.
Just forget the agenda. Just forget the agenda. We're going to talk about penises for an hour. No,
yes, please.
No. So yeah, like I say, today will only be roughly an hour, but we might overrun. We might fill 2 hours. Who knows? But I'm just going to double check. We have no technical errors at the minute because no one's screaming at me. So this is good. This is very good. So let's get on with our news quickly for the week. Can we just start by saying a big congratulations to Jim Beaver, who has apparently been signed into the movie Crimson Peak with Benedict
Guillermo del Toro.
Oh yes, and you know he's playing
with
Benedict
Chastain.
Yeah, and Charlie Hunnam
He's
as well.
with Jessica Chastain. She's like one of the best actresses to ever come out of nowhere.
Yeah, so you know that's amazing, and we're all really proud of him, and obviously we wish him the best of luck. So well done, Jim. It's great.
I'm gonna watch the movie.
Yeah, I am. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go support him.
I'm a big fan of Guillermo del Toro anyway, so I'm totally gonna watch this.
Oh my god, I love him. Pan's Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies ever.
Actually,
I remember I liked that movie. He did that movie Mama that I went to go see in theaters, and I thought that was really.
Oh yeah, that looked creepy.
Yeah, I saw Pan's Labyrinth, so it's quite awesome actually. But yeah, so you know, well done to Jim. Wishing the best of luck. And moving on to the other Jim Michaels this week posted an image of the bunker saying that shooting begins next month. So obviously,
finally,
it's not going to be long before we're being tortured by spoilers. Yeah. So I'm waiting for.
They have like tarps over everything.
Yeah, it's to stop it getting all dusty and stuff. But it's just like I'm waiting for one particular troll to pop back up on Tumblr and Twitter and torture us all to no end. It's gonna be fun. And Shannon's gonna be so happy because there's a spoiler going around that Gabriel might be coming back. Just like
the sigh.
Who don't know, I'm actually one of very few people that doesn't want Gabriel to come back.
But it's...
Yes.
I have good reasoning. Like, it's not because I hate Gabriel. I love Gabriel. But, yeah. I don't want him to come back.
I think he's made this rant like 5 times already.
Let's just ignore him now. Because whatever happens...
It's good to have diversity.
It is. But whatever happens, Supernatural's going to remain awesome. I'm just fed up with Shannon, to be honest. I'm going to duct tape his mouth shut. So yeah, Richard Spate Jr. says that Gabriel might be returning, but he is Richard Spate Jr., so we can't really believe a word that comes out of his mouth. But we'll see.
It's all speculation still, but...
It is.
Yeah,
so...
it's a possibility.
It's a possibility, and I'm sure if they did do it, they would make it fabulous. So, yeah. Anyway,
that is my simple request.
So, coming on to Lauren and your lovely interview. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
we're gonna interrogate you, so get ready.
Yeah, it's not an interview, it's an interrogation. Every week we do this now. And
tie her up, get the lights.
Yeah, and not gag her because we want her answers here, but you get the idea.
Yeah,
that'd be awkward. So, let's start with our usual question of how long have you been watching Supernatural?
Well, I started watching Supernatural in February 2012, around that time, and I pretty much did all 7 seasons in 7 or 6.5 seasons in a month. I went absolutely obsessed, crazy mode. So yeah.
Were you one of these that sort of watched at least 8 episodes a day?
Yes, it's like a whole season in less than a week.
Yeah, and you just sort of oh my god, next episode, next season.
It's like I ate and I breathed and all Supernatural. It was just Supernatural was my life, and it still is. But,
it gets to 3 o'clock in the morning, and you sat there should I start season 4 now? Fuck yes.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Cass is in season 4. Come on now.
So, yeah. So you're one of those people again. There's quite a few of those going around, and we're all yeah.
Say one of those people as if it's a bad thing, Mapal.
I am one of those people, so no, it's not bad because I am one, and I am awesome. So
there's a stigma on such as people.
Yes, it's you're not real fans. I'll show you real fans. Yeah. I watched 12 hours of Supernatural straight. So...
I did that over Christmas break when my parents got me all Supernatural for Christmas, seasons 1 through 7. I was like, oh my god, I gotta watch all of this right now. So I did.
Yeah. In the month before I moved here to Washington State, I watched seasons 1 through 7 in that a span of 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's insane.
It was horrible.
And great at the same time. You're just oh my god, yes.
It was so bad, but so good.
And then you finish it and you don't know what to do with yourself, and you just sat there what? Oh god.
Next question.
Yeah, Shannon's just buggered off. So next question. What got you into Supernatural? Was it a character? Or
how'd you find it?
Yeah,
it was Tumblr. It was Tumblr. Tumblr has been Tumblr got me into Supernatural and Castiel mainly. Because I saw all the posts of Castiel and I was oh my gosh, that guy is so cute.
So you watched Supernatural because you found it on Tumblr and you stayed for Cass.
Yes.
That sounds...
No, I came for Cass. No, I came for Cass. Well, okay, that sounds wrong. I came for Cass and I stayed for Dean.
We all do, Lauren. We all do.
But yes, Cass was the main reason, and then I just fell in love with the whole show. So...
it's a good enough reason, really. It's a good enough reason. It's the only reason you need.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So, when did you start shipping Destiel? Because I'm going to come on to your other ship later because I spotted it earlier and I freaked out a bit. But let's start with Destiel. And when did you start shipping it?
I started shipping Destiel way before I started watching Supernatural.
Same.
I saw the posts on my dashboard and I was like, oh my goodness, I ship those two and I don't even know who they are.
I was pretty much in the same boat.
Hold on, guys. Russ is here. He says, hello, Profound Rock Stars. I wonder, is it considered torture if I tell you that prep for Supernatural Season 9 literally begins in 9 days?
Can I just say, yes, it is torture, and...
Ooh, we actually have news that we can post.
So thank you, Russ, for that little progression update.
Yes, I was waiting for him to show his face and say something.
I'm going to post that on the blog right now.
Yeah. Thank you, Russ. Thank you.
Okay.
I love you, Russ.
I'm sorry, Lauren. Did I interrupt your answer?
No, of course not.
So it's just he pops up and then we all just sort of sit here just oh no, here we go.
Here's this little head. Here we go.
So, anyway, oh my god, why does my laptop do that? So, I'm sorry. So I missed when you started shipping... Oh my god, the dog's going mad. I missed when you started shipping Destiel because I was getting Red Bull fed to me as well at the same time.
Well, I started shipping Destiel like way before I started watching Supernatural, so it's probably like 2011 time.
All right.
And yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So you went in with high
You
expectations.
shipped it preemptively.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be all happy and like they were cute gay couple, and like no, that wasn't it.
Did you?
I was so disappointed.
Did you start seeing pictures of them and then think, actually, this is a legit gay couple? Like before you
Yeah,
found out it wasn't.
honestly, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were just this cute
Yes.
gay couple who were going to have like adorable little babies and stuff, and no,
Before
that
I
did not
found
happen.
out, before I found out it wasn't, I actually thought it was a legit couple. That is how obvious they are. So I was like, fine.
The intense staring.
Yeah, and the weird looks and the looking at each other's lips and no.
Yes.
It's like I don't see I don't normally see context in things. So for me to actually look at pictures on Tumblr and see that is pretty obvious, to be honest. So you've on about you went on Tumblr obviously and you discovered a Supernatural sort of through that. So what did you think when you entered the fandom on Tumblr? I mean, did you think, oh my god, I've just walked into a bunch of nutters, or did it immediately feel like home, or?
I basically entered and I was like, oh my goodness, they're not going to accept me because I've come in so late in the game, you know, and I thought, oh my goodness, no one's gonna like want to like, you know me because she entered in at the middle of the season 7, and yeah, but like everyone was so nice after I got to like, you know, actually into the fandom, and I loved how crazy it is because it just feels like, because I am crazy myself, so I just love being around loads of other crazy people.
We all are.
I used to really love the fandom, and then like all this.
It's really interesting though.
I stay away from the wank.
Yeah. It's probably
like I tried to stay away from the wank sometimes. Then sometimes the wank just seems to find itself, just seems to plant itself onto my dash. So I'm just like, oh my god, why?
It's like I hear about the wank, but I just tune it out. So I do.
I normally get.
I usually just find the people. I usually just like find the blogs that sort of perpetuate it, and I just like weed them out. I'm like, no, I just want happy people.
The thing is, right? Like you guys sort of have it relatively, but I don't know if you. I'm seen as a level head in the fandom, so when wank happens, people come to me like, "Oh my god, what's your opinion?" I'm just like, I actually want nothing to do with this. So it's bad. I'm just like.
But actually, Lauren, it's interesting because I actually figured out. The other day, not the other day, like last week, or the last week before last week, is a lot of people I've met have joined in around the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, loads of people.
I think Gemma's the only one I know that has been there since day one.
Yeah, but Gemma's like this really nice old lady in the fandom, basically. She's like, I love Gemma, and you know I love her. I love her, but she's basically the old wise one, and we all just go to her just like...
Emphasis on the old Gemma.
Yeah, Gemma. No, she's not old. She's not.
I know she's not old.
In fandom terms, she is, because she's literally been there since the start, so... She's like... She should be there.
There she goes.
Just, oi! She's basically the fandom queen, or she should be. She should be the fandom queen. So,
okay.
Everyone should love Gemma. So, you join this crazy fandom, and I presume it's become a bit like your family in the nice places.
Of course.
Yes. So, can you remember the first fanfic you read that got you into fandom?
Yes, because, right, first of all, when I entered the fandom, I was like, you are not going to read fanfiction, you're not going down that road. And then I did, and then I got addicted. So, the first fanfic I read was Thursday's Child, because everyone was, like, recommending it. They're like, oh my god, it's so good, it's so good.
You didn't start on that.
I did.
Oh, no.
I did.
You were born...
It set the bar really high.
Oh.
That was one of the angstiest fics I've ever read. Thursday's Child. Seriously, guys, if you love angst, you'll freaking love Thursday's
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. You were basically born into fire then. You were basically just born into...
She was born into fire? Ooh, you know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for people who start reading fanfiction and the first fanfic that they read is Twist and Shout. That's who I'm sorry for.
No, don't.
Raise his hand.
I still haven't finished that. I had to stop when it said Cass died on a Thursday. I had to stop.
No.
Like literally, there were tears streaming down my face.
No. No.
We're not like huge fans.
No,
of
I'm
twisted
not
stuff
a
here.
fan at all. I just refuse to read
Well,
it.
I mean, I like it. It was okay,
I've
but it was
always
really
said this.
sad.
I've always said I would like it as a standalone novel. Like, I would read it as a standalone novel, but I won't read it as a Destiel fanfic. Because the writing seems great, I just don't like the characterization. So.
I love the story, but yeah,
All right.
I'm kind of with Mapal.
Yeah, I agree.
Someone's shouting
Mom
about...
Cat, don't worry. We'll get to Lauren's amazing fanfiction here in a
someone's
second.
screaming about porcelain already, so... I've just put at the bottom... Yeah, I've just put at the bottom of your supernatural experience thing. Just Sabriel, because I just... Like, Shannon and Kaleb, I don't really get it, but I'm just like, yay, another Sabriel shipper's in the house.
I mean, I think it's cute, but I don't like ship it seriously.
No?
Yeah, I don't ship it seriously. Like, I think it's a really cool ship, and I find it very attractive because just size kink, but
yeah,
no.
Yeah, it's sort of how, like, I ship Seven, so...
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, Sabriel for me is, like, adorable, but my main Sam ship is Sam/Sarah, but, like, I do find, like, Sabriel is, like, the cutest thing ever, and the person who actually got me into it was, Kate, she's, like, my friend from Tumblr, and she's amazing, and she got me into Sabriel, so I just had to write some Sabriel, like, to try it out.
It's really cute. I love it, and I'm always happy to meet another Sabriel ship. But there's not many of them come across my dash. So.
Oh, the fan art for Sabriel is really good.
Yeah, I need to find more.
You know, speaking of fan art for Sabriel, one of my favorite Sabriel art things ever is Pony Sabriel.
There's Pony Sabriel.
At I love it so much. Oh my god, I'm a 5-year-old.
Are you a brony?
I am a brony.
My little brother is a
Fluttershy
brony.
is
I don't like My Little Pony.
No,
like, I can't watch it. My little brother is the biggest brony ever. Although I think he may have changed his tune because he's mainly a Doctor Who fan. He's a Doctor Who blog, and recently he like got on his blog and someone kept reblogging horse porn.
Oh my god.
Not so little anymore now.
Oh my god. We've got through.
So yeah, that happened.
We got through those questions really fast. That's just depressing.
Do we not have any more?
Well, you guys didn't help, okay? You guys didn't help.
You never asked us for help, Mapal.
You never offered. I sent the document and you never said anything, so.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's not like I have family stuff.
Well, Kaleb didn't do anything
This is
either.
what I have to deal with.
Well, Kaleb...
don't bring me into this.
It's my fault for my answers being so short and boring.
I made the agenda a lot.
Okay, we're getting off topic. Getting off topic. Getting off topic.
Before...
You made it like twice. 3 times, maybe. Oh. Okay, well.
Please. Let's talk about fanfic, and if we run out of questions, we're just going to talk about anything and anything.
We could just seriously talk about fanfic. We could have prolonged discussions about fanfic.
Yes, we could.
Yeah, I don't know why one of these aren't the questions, Mapal, but let's see what kind of fanfiction she likes.
It is in
what
there
kind of
somewhere.
fiction I like?
It is in there. God, Kaleb. Read the agenda.
Not.
I know what you two are just useless.
It's not.
It is! It's there!
Can we just
Anyway, what
question, you guys?
got you started to write fanfic, Lauren?
Ask
Pardon?
the question.
What did you
What
say?
got you into writing?
Did you say what got you into writing games?
What got you started writing? Be quiet, Mapal. What got you started writing fanfic, Lauren?
Well, I actually started like a long time ago because my first proper fandom was Doctor Who, so I didn't know it was fan fiction at the time, but I just wrote little stories. I was like 13 at the time, and I just started writing these little stories, and I didn't know they were fan fiction at the time. I didn't know there was an actual word for it, an actual craziness, but yeah, I started then, and then it kind of filtered through when I joined the Supernatural fandom.
With me, I used to write. My very first thing that I was a really big fan of that I started writing and reading fanfic for was Naruto, because I used to be really, really into anime, and Naruto was my favorite until it got really, really dumb. So I remember the first fanfic I wrote, I think I was like 12, and I wrote this fanfiction, and it had a really sucky title, and the chapters were all like maybe 200 words each, and it was the worst thing I'd ever... And like, I still have the file saved on my computer, so I go back and I read it, and I'm like, oh my god, was I really that bad? And then after I finished my Naruto and I sort of lost my interest in anime, I swore to myself I was never going to get that deep into something again, and then Supernatural happened.
You know what I found really funny? I went back and read one of the fantasy stories I wrote when I was 10, and that was probably the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in my life. It's the worst. Don't do it. Don't do it. So, Lauren, do you remember the first thing you wrote, fanfiction-wise?
It's probably something Doctor Who, right?
Yeah.
What was your... Okay.
No, Caleb, it's not like you didn't just say that.
Shut up, Shannon.
No. I mean, actually, what was the story you wrote? Can you remember what it was?
Yeah. What was your
I didn't
first
finish
thing you
it.
wrote, and what was the first Destiel thing you wrote?
Okay. The first thing I wrote, ever, or fanfiction?
Yeah.
Let's go both. Let's go both.
Okay,
yes,
so the first thing I wrote ever was, when I was 6 or 7, and it was, a poem, and it got published.
Oh my god.
I don't know why they published it. It was horrible, but... it was it was in this little book, over here in primary schools they have little competitions where you just write a little poem, and if it's good you get published with loads and loads of other people. So it wasn't like I was special, it was just it was a lot of people. That
happened to me as well.
Yeah.
That's
seriously
strange.
It's really embarrassing, isn't it? It's really embarrassing.
Yes. And it also happened again when I was 15. I've got that poem. Oh, it was actually quite good. I'm actually proud of that one, but I'm sorry about that laugh. That was weird. And the first thing I wrote fanfiction wise was the Doctor Who, and the first Destiel fanfiction was that, oh my goodness, yes, that really bad one. I'm not going to say the title of it because I don't want people reading it because it's really bad, and it's on my AO3 if you want to go and search it out.
Let's have a look. I'll find it. I'll find it. I'm on your AO3 now, so.
Okay. You can have a guess, but
okay. Is it New Beginnings?
No.
Ah.
That's actually a Sabriel fic.
Oh,
and Destiel.
Is it Heaven on a Plate?
No.
I don't know.
Just go back to the earliest fic ever published.
Is it in your minifix thing?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. That was the earliest thing. No.
Literally, I cannot remember the title.
Well.
I give up.
While you're looking for that fic, Maple, were you a bit shy when you wrote your first smut?
Of course I was. Oh my goodness. I thought I was horrible at it. I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? Because actually, before I started... before I started writing actual smart fanfiction, I was in role plays with people, and obviously role plays were 100% smart all the time. So I was really nervous. The first time I wrote smart was actually in a role play, and it's with my friend Judith. So if she's listening, hello. And yes,
Who?
she was. Judith, she's actually Misha Ass Collins on Tumblr.
Oh,
so
I follow her.
Oh my god, she's amazing.
I'm sure I follow her.
I hope she's listening because she'll love you saying that.
I'm pretty sure
anyway,
I do. I'm pretty sure I do.
I went to Asylum 10 with her.
You were at Asylum 10 and you didn't come find me?
Even if I did see you, I would have mega nervous. And I would have been like, oh my god, this girl.
I was one of those people playing Twister with Misha.
You're so lucky.
I know.
Oh my goodness, I'm jealous.
He like fell down right in front of me.
She got some good views.
Did he touch you?
He didn't touch me. He didn't touch me, but he did look at me sort of upwards, and I was sort of like, no.
Oh my god, no! But the best guest at Asylum 10 was Osric. He was the sweetest.
Bless him.
Person
I got to
ever.
talk to him.
I got 4 hugs from him. 4 hugs.
Yeah, we all did.
Shut up,
Yes,
Taylor. He's special.
He was like,
Oh, okay.
he was like so annoyed with the rogue staff, so he was like just doing everything he could to piss them off. So you know, after he like came and hung out with us on ProfoundRadio, and then he sort of got collared again by the rogue staff, and we sort of left him to it. Then towards the end of the night, we were walking back towards the bar to go. We was actually going back upstairs, and he was coming the other way with like his handler, and the handler's like, get to one side, let him through. So we all pressed up along one side, and then the idiot says, make a path, really loud, and runs straight at us and just barges right through the middle of us. And, you know, his handler is just stood there like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's just like running through us. And we just heard the handler as they're walking off down the corridor like, you young man! We just like,
Oh my goodness.
he's a legend.
We love Osric.
Osric's
He's the cutest.
He is. He's so adorable.
He's like a bunny.
He is.
Tell my mom I talked to a famous person.
The famous quote.
We were actually sat there in the hotel room just playing that on repeat and pissing ourselves. It's like Jelly there in the chat. She was there, I think. And we were just laughing.
Okay, let's go to the next, thing, because I don't want to talk about my embarrassingness.
Okay, so...
What is your favorite fanfic to write?
Yes, out of all the ones...
My favorite fanfic to write. Like...
Which of the fanfictions that you've written that was your favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My favorite was Angels, Hunters, and Kittens. The kitten fic. Oh my goodness, it was so adorable to write.
I need to read
It was my...
I was looking at it. You know, I actually read a couple of your short ones before it came on, because I'm like, you know, I need to do a little bit of research. I think I read the one in the alley, the sex scene. Basically, I read your short smut scenes. Research.
That's what Mapal's interested in.
Yeah, I homed in on them. And your Tumblr one, because like, oh my god, she actually wrote something where Dean found Tumblr. So
Yes. Oh my god, that was so long.
It's so funny though. So for anyone who
thank you.
Yeah, so for anyone who like has always wanted to read Dean finding Tumblr, then this is like the best thing to do. It's fantastic.
You know, in Supernatural too, if like Tumblr probably exists in the Supernatural universe, and Tumblr's probably just as bad there, only instead of like TV shows, they have books and they have like fan casts of their faces. I could totally see Dean going on Tumblr and being like, why the fuck is this guy playing me? I'm 10 times harder than this dude.
Oh dear.
And don't worry, you guys, we'll be posting links in a post after the show with all her links.
Yes, we'll be post. Well, there's a link to a blog, and you can get to all the fanfic from the blog. So. Yep. So, like when I don't know, it's when you come to write or in general, do you identify with one character more than any other?
Maybe Dean a little bit, because just, I don't know, he really puts himself down sometimes, and I can totally relate to that. I think we all can relate to that, like, you know, you never think you're quite good enough, and that's how I relate to Dean, especially when writing's concerned. I never feel like my writing is good enough, and it's like I remember one bad comment in contrast with like loads of good comments. So
yeah. What is Jelly on about where it is implied that Gabriel will lay an egg?
What?
I don't know, it's in the chat.
No, I think it's is it like a fic or something?
I don't know.
Jelly, what are you talking about?
Jelly, are you okay?
it's in none of my fics.
Google everything you always wanted to know about angel sex, but were afraid to ask. Ooh, I want to Google that right now. But no, should I Google that?
Yeah, Google it.
Don't.
No, I shouldn't.
Right, so you identify with Dean the most, but which is your favourite character to write?
My favorite character to write, probably Gabriel, because I find him so easy to write because you just have to write a smart ass, and that's basically Gabriel, you know.
Oh dear, just he's basically.
I bet it just comes naturally to you, doesn't it, Lauren?
Feel free to slap him. He's just like.
I'm not confident enough to be a smart ass.
Just oh my god, Kaleb.
Momcat says you write Dean really well.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you. I know you.
Everyone knows Momcat.
Yeah, Momcat just pops up every week. There's Momcat and Taylor who we just sort of keep our eyes on. So, what is your favourite genre to write? And we're talking like angst, smut,
Angst, definitely. If you if you know me, you'll know that I love angst.
I love angst too. I love killing things off.
Oh my goodness, I love hurting people.
Me too.
Like not physically, but like, you know.
I thrive on the tears of people that I make cry.
You know you've written good angst when you just get, on So Near While Apart, we just get an inbox full of no, and crying every day. So you know you're doing something right when you get messages like that.
I know that I'm writing really good angst when as I'm writing it, my fingers get sort of shaky and my laughter starts to erupt.
You sound like a psycho.
He is. Do you know who you're talking to?
I am being a freak.
No, but I've honestly been called Stephen Moffat on one of my fics.
That's almost an insult.
Almost.
I love how she said almost. Like, almost an insult? That is an insult.
It is an insult, in a way.
Okay. Look, I need to clear something up. I can take angst as long as there's a happy ending.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Oh my god, I think, Out of the Deep, I think it's ending in two chapters.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's ending.
And Jen, if you're listening to this, you had better give us that happy ending.
You promised, Jen.
I swear to God, I see everyone crying on my dashboard, and it's not very... Every
week, I'm just, sobbing to Kaleb. I'm just like, oh my god, don't read it. It's just...
I hope that Castiel dies.
He's not. It's going to be a happy ending. I was in her ask box, and I was like... You would better give us a happy ending. It's just like, after the last chapter, you would better give us an happy ending. And she's like, I promised I'll deliver. So, I'm going to go do some hunting if she doesn't deliver a happy ending. So.
We'll hunt you down, Jen.
I will hunt you down. It's just not fair. No spoilers, don't worry, we're not going to spoil anything. So,
I feel really bad, if a TV show ever hires me as a writer, because I'm literally going to go on Tumblr and look at the character that fans love most, and I'm going to kill him off.
Yeah. You're going to do the
I call him the fandom favorite.
Yeah. You're going to do the opposite to what Supernatural does. Supernatural keeps characters that the fandom likes, you're just going to kill them off.
And they kill everyone else.
It's just, I'm going to listen to them cry and say how much they hate me, and if it's a gay character, I'm going to listen to them call me homophobic. I'm gonna be like, yeah, sorry, this had to be done.
You're so mean.
You're a homophobe. It's like, okay, and it's like you have me around your arms.
I intend for this to happen, and I hope that you guys will all be a fan of my show so I can make you all cry.
Can I be a writer? Because I like killing things too.
Sure.
Awesome.
And to Molly, who's asking why, because I can.
So, anyway, because these guys didn't help me, this is the last question, your fanfic thing as well. You guys can come up with some more questions.
You never asked us to help you.
Oh,
sure.
really?
You were busy, Shannon, and Kaleb, I don't know what Kaleb was doing, but...
I was very busy eating donuts.
Okay. So, Lauren, what's your favourite verse to read and write? So it's like end verse or AUs or coffee shops.
I love reading end verse, and also what's that called? Oh my goodness. You know the one where, oh my goodness. Oh, I cannot believe this. My mind's went completely blank.
One where what?
It's a Terrible Life verse. I like that.
Yeah. I've forgotten it as well. Zachariah's verse that he puts Dean into.
Yes.
I can't remember the name for it.
Wesson? What are you talking about?
Dean Smith.
It's a Terrible Life first.
Yeah, that's what it's called. I don't know what it's called.
It's the name of the guy who was the ghost. I can't remember what it is.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I've just always called it like It's the Terrible Life first.
It's the Smith verse, basically. I'm gonna call it the Smith verse.
Yeah.
It's quite
Terrible Life. What are y'all looking for? The name of the ghost that they like hunted in it?
Yeah, that's what people call it. They call it by.
No, the name of
Yeah. Terrible verse.
the terrible verse.
No, I have to say End verse is my favourite. I could.
His name was Sandover, wasn't it?
That's it, Sandover verse. That's it. That's what people call it.
But one of my favorites that I can't wait to read from you, Lauren, is that I love high school fics.
Mm-hmm.
And you've written quite a good-looking high school fic, so.
Oh God,
Yes.
Yeah, porcelain.
When I was hunting,
I'm going to read that very soon.
Yes, I was hunting down your fics, and I went on your fic blog, and there's just people like, oh my god, I read Porcelain, it's amazing. So I'm going.
Loads of people hate me for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to read it.
Porcelain is shown up on my dash.
I literally had to write an alternate ending because everyone hated the first ending, and I feel so sorry. I'd like to formally apologize for anyone I hurt with the first ending.
It's okay. It's like we were saying before we came on, and like so near while apart, and people hate me so much, and Jem, they hate us so much right now, and it's only gonna get worse. Oh my god, we have so much planned that it's just gonna get worse and worse. So.
For my Dean Cast Big Bang, it's gonna be worse.
Yeah, my Big Bang is the most painful fanfic you'll ever read, so...
Oh my goodness!
Oh. Yeah, that's the Big Bang that's Crossroads, right?
No.
Or is that a different one?
No, Crossroads is a different one. My Big Bang's Fallen.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. See, Kaleb knows.
It sounds painful.
Yeah.
I'm used to this. I am that one little candle of happiness and sunshine in like a room of darkness.
He basically gets me and Shannon together and Jem as well, and we're just all sat there like, yeah, let's kill everything, and
let's kill everything. Let's make everyone feel like shit, and no one's gonna feel happy all.
We haven't really been keeping these. We haven't really been thinking too much about mine, and Gemma's fanfic, have we, Maple?
No, but we're planning that later and how painful it's going to be, aren't we?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We already decided some pretty painful things.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I can give you, trigger warnings for Fallen if you want. The trigger warnings for Fallen are basically suicide and self-harm, so that's cool.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Yeah. So, everyone's going to hate me after the Big Bang. So, they hate me anyway.
I hate
okay. Here is my dilemma. I helped Shannon edit Demonize on these characters, and you guys are just gonna kill them. It's like, why?
Pretty much.
Why do I even bother?
Well, a few of them are going to cure, so... Maybe.
Okay.
Is she okay?
I don't know why she's laughing.
I just got a message.
God.
I'm just gonna leave.
I thought you were laughing at something I said. I was like, what did I say?
Okay.
No.
Since I was
hey, did you
right,
guys
didn't.
Did you guys just hit a really big bang? Because a bird just hit my window.
Oh my god.
It just flew headfirst
that
into
gives
it.
me Teen Wolf flashbacks.
Oh god.
Oh, that reminds me of Teen Wolf.
Oh god.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Let's not do that
Scooter, we're kind of lost ourselves.
Basically, I just got a message saying we should talk about penises for an hour.
No,
yes, please,
not
please.
talk about penises for an hour.
Actually,
I wholeheartedly agree.
I have a plan to sort of talk about it. But since I need to rub this in Maple's face, so hold on, everybody.
What?
Since I was right, and you didn't put a question for Lauren to ask what her favorite fics were,
okay,
I'm going to ask it.
Okay.
Lauren, what are your favorite fics? And you can sort them by genre, angst, smut, bluff, whatever one you like.
Okay, so I am going to go to my delicious because I've got my favorite list in that. But definitely Thursday's Child is definitely one of them. Like, obviously, it has that little place in my heart because it was the first fanfic I've ever read. So obviously that, and then there's one. Let's see. Sorry, I'm going to my favorites. I forget the name of it. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Maple didn't prepare you right, so.
Oh! Angel on the Radio. Angel on the Radio. I love that fic. That fic was just, it's amazing. I love it.
What was that one about?
Angel on the Radio. It's basically Castiel is like this. No, it's a college radio station, and Castiel is like the runner of it.
Oh, I hear about this one all the time.
You need to read it. It's so good. Well, except for the ending is a little bit disappointing, but it's very, very good on the whole.
Okay.
And another one I really like is Dean Doesn't Listen to Eurythmics. Oh my goodness, that is hot. Oh, that is just.
Is that a smut?
Yes, it's so good. It's written by
What's the scenario?
Scaramouche. I can't say it. But
what's the scenario?
Basically, Dean and Cass share a bed, and it starts out platonic, but obviously things go from there.
That doesn't work out very well.
I think I've read that.
It's so good.
I think I've read something like that.
And another one that I like, but it's not Destiel, it's Cockles. It's not TV, it's HBO. I love that fic.
I've read that.
It's so good.
I don't read many Cockles fics, but when I read them good.
But some of the best fics that I've ever read have actually been J2 fics, and just, oh my goodness, I don't know, like, occasionally I'd read them, but like the ones that I have read have been absolutely amazing.
It's not something I'm into though, so I just sort of,
No, I'm not into it either, but like I just read it, and like,
It's
there's another one.
Another one?
Sorry, there's another one, and it's called Excite. Yeah. Have you ever heard of it?
What's that about?
I think I have.
It's the one about the links that links thing.
Oh, was that
where like the angels will fall?
Yeah,
that one.
Will fall. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's based on that advertisement, and it's really good.
Oh, that sounds actually quite fun.
Yes, it's quite funny too, and like loads of people, there's this line in it, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, that's the best fan fiction line ever!" It's like something like, "Dean, I will carnally worship your brother." Sam, I will carnally worship your brother, even if you're in the room, or something like that. I don't know. It's something like that, and people are like,
"Oh god."
That tickles my pickle.
And another one. Hardcorewings.com.
Oh yes.
That's just a fan favorite.
One.
Everyone loves that one.
Everyone does.
Oh my
it's
God,
amazing. It's amazing. I love hardcorewings.com.
Yes.
It's great. Love it.
And Destiel actually.
I haven't read that.
Destiel actually? I've never heard of that.
Based on
one.
Love Actually, I presume.
Yeah. Well. Not not really. It's like Gabriel puts them into all these different like.
Oh no!
It's basically like a Gabriel messing with them fic, and also Welcome to Oz is a brilliant fic, and that's the last I'm going to mention.
Ooh, yeah, I've heard of that one. That one seems really interesting.
It's really sad.
Yeah, so I haven't read it.
Oh my goodness, it's so
good. I feel like
though.
you're sort of some Destiel fanfiction guru. You just sort of sat there like. Do you read a lot? You must read. You must read a lot of fanfiction.
Yeah, at the start I was like reading every single fanfiction I could find.
See, I was
Don't feel bad, because when I started reading fanfiction, the moment I finished reading 300 Things, I started systematically going to every single sort of Destiel fic rec that I could find. I found all the fics that have PDFs, and now I have, I think, about 212 Destiel fics saved on my computer.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Yep. 15 of them, I made PDFs of them myself. So, yeah. That's what I spent my whole last summer doing.
Russ is back trolling the chat, by the way. What is it? Toasted chicken snacks?
He's a mess.
Apparently, you were interrupted because you were talking about life and toaster chicken snacks.
He sent me a message saying there was a promise to talk about penises for an hour, but you don't...
he was the one?
Yeah, and you don't pronounce it penises, you pronounce it peni.
No, it's a peen.
Peens. So, apparently we should talk about penises.
Yeah, 300 Things was so good. 300 Things is the only fic that has made me cry, but not for the same reason Twist and Shout did. 300 Things made me love Sam so much.
You know, there aren't many fanfictions that make me cry, though. Out of the Deep has. Point Pleasant didn't. Point Pleasant just scared the shit out of me.
Point Pleasant. Okay, I need to give my update because I'm almost done with Point Pleasant.
Yeah, how's it going?
I love it so much, and the smut parts are so good.
I know.
I enjoy them very much.
Have you had the Office one yet?
Very, very good. I got to the Office part.
Yeah, the Office one is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I love how everyone's personified. I'm at the part right now where they're in the middle of battling the monster.
That is an amazing thing.
Gemma, that's right. I did cry during her fic. Love is not love. Some other combination of words.
We just call it Love is not love.
Altered Design or something. I don't know. It's such a long title.
Even she just calls it Love is.
Yeah, we're just gonna call it. Yeah, we're just gonna call it Love is not love. There's links.
It seems amazing. I need to still
really
read it. But Gemma's now putting those skills to test with Sonia Wildheart and oh my god, before we came on air, we were just writing a bit before we came on, and I just suddenly paused it and I was like, oh my god, what if we did this? And we've come up with the most painful thing ever.
Which brings us to the next topic. You can go ahead and plug that in, Mapal.
I was going to plug it because, I know this is and we have an ask to come to after this, which is great because we needed that. Thank you guys. If you have any more questions, send them in, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, seriously, you guys should start sending us in more questions because we're basically sort of fan-ran this summer, so we need you guys.
So yeah, oh wow, good news actually, because I've just checked the follower count, and So Near While Apart is at 382 followers, and this is why I'm plugging it, because this is in you guys' best interests. When we get to 400, we will be releasing an unlock, and basically So Near While Apart has these things called unlocks, and when we get to certain milestones, we give you new content, which is basically a bit exclusive. So when we get to 400, we'll be releasing some more content from Dean's Diary, which will make you cry, probably. Which is great. Fantastic. And our next milestone after that is 500, and when we get to that, we have some really interesting things to give you. So basically, go follow it. It's So Near While Apart, just with the hyphens in it, .tumblr.com. And like I say, the more followers we get, the more content you unlock. So it's basically fan run. It's basically powered by the readers. You control.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. So.
Win Genster says that she lives in the same town as Andy Fanfiction.
Oh.
Well, you'll be excited to know that Andy is on our list of guests to come on this summer. So stay tuned for that episode.
I think he's on in roughly a month. He's 13th of July, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So he'll be great.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah. So Near While Apart, obviously spread the word, reblog and stuff, and I'm sure more people follow. Mm-hmm. And
it's really good. Even though I hate angst, I'm giving them my trust and hope that they have a happily ever after. But so far, yeah, okay.
I can.
But it's pretty good. It's good. They promise. She promised a happily ever after, so you can safely feel all the feels.
Yes. Don't worry. There is a happy ending, a really happy ending. But we do have to come up to the modern day. So as you can imagine, there's Dean's 17 now, and we're basically going to come up to him being 35. So there's quite a lot of space in the middle for quite a lot of pain. So yeah. That's going to be fun. So go follow it and spread the word and get people to join, and you unlock more content the more followers you get. I think we're basically going to do it every 100 followers. You get more content. Maybe on special things like 666 and stuff too, which is obviously going to be the most.
Yeah, and send them an ass. Happens, you should have someone commit suicide.
No, it's just going to be really painful. It's just going to be really painful, basically. If
you cry, send them an ask and tell them you cried, and they can have a tally mark every time they made.
Yeah, someone submitted a picture to my blog. I don't know if you saw it. It was Dean Seraph and Castiel's Hunter, they submitted a picture of them crying to my blog. It's great. It's just them sobbing. They were reading it at the back of class, and they just sent a picture of them crying. So
I'm gonna go look at that picture soon.
if you search on my blogs, I think I put it under It's either Castiel's Hunter or Dean Seraph. You might find them. I don't know. It's down a bit. You'll find it. So.
Oh, and Lauren, you mentioned that you like Sabriel, right? What are some other ships you like?
Samifer and Sam/Sarah.
Yeah, you
have a lot of Sam ships. Wow.
Yeah, like literally my only Dean one. Well, apart from like, no, actually, yeah, my only Dean one is Dean/Castiel, and maybe a little bit of Denny, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed this.
Oh my God, Benny's so hot. Tylson, Jesus.
Tylson's adorable. He signed my tits. Tylson signed my tits. And he was so happy to do it as well. He's like, "Can I sign your boobs?" I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah. He started tie on my right nipple, drew around it, drew a line across my chest, and then circled my other nipple.
Oh my goodness.
It was.
I salute you.
Oh yes. Hyperion, the Hyperion system, massive multi-fandom roleplay blog, forum, will be live probably in the next month or so. And it's everything, it's like Doctor Who and everything. Great.
Maple, I think someone's reacting to So Near While Apart in the comments.
Wait, is that Carolyn?
Is that Octo? Is that Octoswan?
Carolyn?
Is that... I don't know.
It says Caro, and that's generally what Carolyn goes by. Well, whoever you are, if you're Octoswan or your name is just Caro, hi!
And
and we apologize
when I read it this morning. I read it when I woke up this morning, and I almost killed myself.
Yeah, and we will formally apologize for anything Gemma and Maple do. So, we're sorry.
Every time someone comes in like, "Oh my God, it's made me cry," I just post with that really stupid grinning face, and everyone's just getting really pissed off with me.
Honestly, you know, when you told me about the idea and I started reading it, I was like, I don't think this is going to take off. But now it really is, because it's getting really, really good. And I'm just like, oh my God.
And there's more and more material.
I had no faith in you in the beginning, Maple.
Thanks. Well, here is like some little tidbits of what we've got coming up. Just little hints. We have letters. We have more emails. We have text messages. We might have voicemails. And some amazing things. So it's basically, again, the more followers we get, the more content we release. That's why the diaries are now live. Castiel's diary's just been released, which is also really painful. Yeah, Gemma's actually the apologetic one. She apologises to everyone. I'm just that there laughing in their faces, and they hate me.
See, Gemma can't help it. She just is naturally angsty. She can't help it, and she apologizes for it, whereas Maple is just like, I don't care. I'm going to make you feel bad.
But I feel like if I was in Maple's shoes, I would be the same way.
Yeah. Russ is being a pervert in the chat, by the way. He says, take your Sharpies to VanCon.
Sign all the tits.
Yeah, Russ, sign all the tits. You're going to be busy.
I won't know what to do with myself if I get famous and girls start asking me to sign their boobs. I'll be like, can I just sign somewhere else? Boobs freak me out.
Also, I want to ask Lauren, you went to Asylum 10, right? How was that?
Oh, it was the best weekend of my life. It was actually my first con, so I didn't really know what to expect, but I was just like really excited for it, and it was just so good, and I had so much fun, and yeah.
What was your favorite person to meet? Did you meet anybody?
Osric was my favorite person. Oh my goodness, he was like see, I had Skyped with him like a week before, like, you know the way he does the little Skype Sunday things. Well, I had Skyped with him like the Sunday before, and I hadn't expected him to remember me because he probably talks to like loads of people on the Skype Sunday. So I was like, oh, what if he doesn't remember me? Then I'll be like so bummed. And then I went up to him to get my autograph, and he was all like, "You look so familiar," and I was like, "You remember me?"
It's alright, like, apparently before I went to A10, because Caro knew I was going, and she sort of briefed him on ProfoundRadio, So I went and said, yeah, hi, I'm Maple from ProfoundRadio. I'm friends with Cara. And he's like, oh my god, you're the Maple. And then he spelt my name wrong.
No.
But he's so sweet.
I remember when I first met you, I pronounced it Mapple instead of Maple.
That is actually now
Mapple.
Yeah. People call me Map for short, so it's cool. It's cool.
Mapalap.
Mapalap. Mapalap.
And what was your favorite moment at Asylum 10?
There were so many. Why do you ask me this? My favorite moment was probably like just friggin' Misha Collins just running, and him in sunglasses and his hair in the Sunday panel.
So ruffled.
My goodness,
He was so ruffled, wasn't he?
That did things to me. Oh my goodness, I was just like, oh my goodness. And what else? Oh yeah, Osric being lifted by Ty.
Oh, that was
so cute. Ever.
Oh, were you at
Did you get to witness Osric doing all those like ninja moves?
No. Oh my goodness.
Were you there?
Have you seen the video?
God,
no.
Kaleb,
Oh no, when was this?
Wait, I don't think was that Asylum 10? Or was that NJ?
No. I think that was NJ because I saw a video of him like doing the backflips and stuff. Like
yeah, I think that.
Did he not do more? Did he not perform for you anymore at Asylum 10?
No, he was just he was just a general dickhead to the rogue staff, and it was funny. Lauren, did you see? I think it was on the Friday night party when Ty got on the tables.
No, I didn't see that. I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
I was sat near the back of the room, and we were just chatting, and we were like, we couldn't get in the crowd at the front, so we were just sat there chatting. Then suddenly Ty is just like running around the room, and he just leaps onto the table. And this is after they said, guys, get down off the chairs and tables because it's health and safety hazard. And then Ty...
They sound like such little shits.
They are. So,
oh my god, he was drinking the whole weekend. Ty was like literally
pissed
the whole weekend.
Constantly drunk. But it's like... They got a noise complaint on, was it the Friday night? And I think was it Richard was like, we just got our first noise complaint, shit!
No, it was Matt. I think it might have been Matt. I think he was like so happy that we got a noise complaint. It was like, yeah!
I think it was actually Richard, and everyone just erupted. And you could hear everyone from upstairs, you know, because I went to bed early. And you could still hear the party when you was upstairs. It was that loud.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah.
Okay. Now, should we get to this ask?
Question. Yeah, because can I read it?
Yes, go ahead.
It's from Anonymous, and it says, "This is fairly random, but I have an end verse episode question. I keep seeing talk on the gift set with the future Dean saying, me and him, it's a pretty messed up situation we got going. Some people say Destiel because he looks at Cass, and some people saying he's talking about past Dean walking up. What do you guys think?" I think that one's
I think
Dean.
it's a little bit of both.
That's very ambiguous.
It is. I think that one was directed towards Dean. There is so much of a subtext in that episode that points straight towards Cass. So I've got something for you to talk about on Enverse actually. When
go ahead.
No Enverse.
No, this is sort of all right because I've
it's
seen
okay,
it around.
Shannon. We'll be in our corner.
Yeah, I've seen it around my dash a lot this week actually. And it's when Dean first walks in on Cass, and he says, "Oh, what, so you're a hippie now," or something. And Cass says, "I thought you'd got over trying to label me." Or can we just talk about what labels Dean has been trying to put on Cass? Because I'm just like, I find it really interesting, actually. I don't know what you guys think.
I mean, there was some interesting subtext on the end, but I'm not a big fan of Enverse.
I am.
I love Enverse.
Me too. I think this is like
it's so bittersweet. Well, it's actually very bitter.
It's very bitter.
Without the
That's
sweet.
why I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Because it's the apocalypse stuff. I just love anything that's apocalyptic.
I'm just that fluffy person who just loves Charlie.
And I don't know, I felt like when I was watching Inverse, I guess the main thing I didn't like was just Castiel.
Oh, yeah, Lauren.
Like I hated Castiel in Inverse just cause I didn't like him. I hated that's what happened to him, and I hated that
Have you guys
Dean ended up growing up to be so just awful.
Lauren Toom just brought
I just
it up.
hated it all.
Yeah, Lauren Toom just brought it up. Did you guys read the meta on Dean and Cass sharing a cabin? It's really convincing. It's really good because what it is basically is we think the one where Dean gets tied up, that cabin is meant to be future Dean's cabin, but there's like no bed, there's nothing in there. Whereas it looks like Castiel is in basically what would be a leader's cabin, like it's very big, very grand, and basically the idea is in that sort of camp people would be sharing rooms and stuff. They'd have really small cabins. They would, basically really cramped for space, and it wouldn't be that really good living. But the cabin Cass is in is big and grand, has a double bed, is just big and grand, basically. So they suspect that was
I
Dean's.
like that idea.
Yeah, they suspect that was Dean's cabin, because we never saw actual Dean's bed in actual Dean's cabin. So,
That's a really good point, and I like that idea very much.
And there was a movie poster in Cass's cabin, and obviously Cass isn't really the movie type, so yes. That's just. I think I just gave people a lot of headcanons in the thing. So yeah.
Yeah, I think you just did.
It's really quite interesting when you look at all the subtext in the end verse. It's really quite interesting. There's a lot happening in there. So we didn't get any more questions. The listeners are being very, very quiet. So,
but I would like to take this time to talk a little bit about Silven.
Yes, bless her.
She is not here today because she's not feeling very good. She's not in a happy spirit because of the things that have been happening, the horrible things that have been happening in Russia. So if you all could send Silven at Silven Horror some very sweet messages, it would be much appreciated.
Yeah, I'm sure she'd appreciate all your love. She's really not in a good space at the minute, so go show her how lovely she is, because she is.
Go give her hugs, tell her nice things.
We got a question, guys. And yeah, let's tell Silven nice things, because she really does need it. I feel so sorry for her right now.
Yeah.
For a lot of people in Russia.
It's terrible. And also, there's links to the petitions going round to stop what's happening in Russia. So if you see those links, please reblog them and please go sign the petitions. It's really, really important stuff. So, do you say we had a question?
We do have a question. Would you like me to read it out loud?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Anonymous asks, unrelated to today's talk, but if the women Gabriel creates are part of his power, parentheses, they disappear when he is supposedly killed the first time, so it's implied, close parentheses, then when he has sex with them, is it an odd form of angel/trickster masturbation?
That is the best ask we have ever received. Oh, I never thought about that.
Odd form of grace-turbation, not masturbation.
Yeah, it's grace-turbation.
Grace-turbation.
He is basically just satisfying himself, isn't he? Yeah.
Well, it really just depends on, like, I don't think the people he created were like sentient people. I'm pretty sure they were just under his control the entire time. So I could definitely see that as being a form of masturbation or grace-turbation.
He creates his own.
Yeah, and I think it's his own universe. At least he's utilizing it. I would too.
Yeah.
Unless, like, he was bringing these people back, because I'm pretty sure that angels can't just, like, create real people out of thin air.
No, he sort of twists. Gabriel twists universes, and most things he creates aren't actually sort of real. I mean, you think they're real and they're physical and you can touch them, but he's just sort of bent the universe. Ooh, what's this on my dash? Someone posted a picture of Dean and Cass in the bar and says it's like fucking date night. Accurate. Someone's asked for the cabin mater. I don't know what. Lauren Toom, send me a link to that mater if you have it, please, so I can, send that along. Yeah, we need a discussion topic here. We need a discussion.
Well, if we don't have much to talk about, then we could just end it. I don't really see us having that much to talk about, which sort of happens over the summer. There's not.
Yeah, the summer episodes are not going to be very long because we simply don't have a lot to talk about.
No, not.
I do apologize for my boringness.
You're not boring.
You're really good. Shush.
No, you gave really good answers.
You're really good. Penis. We could talk penises. We could talk about penis.
No, we can't talk about
Yes,
penises.
let's talk about penises.
Yeah, Lauren, let's talk about penises.
You guys can talk about penises when we're done.
We actually did get an ask.
Did we?
What do you think will happen to Michael because the angels have fell? What does that mean to him? And because Cass fell, do you think a version of the N-verse will happen?
You see, okay, can I take this? Can I take this? Can I take this? Can I
Oh,
take this?
but oh, yes, fine.
Okay.
One at a time.
I will take. What do you think will happen to Michael because the angels have fallen? I'm unsure because the spell that Metatron did was really ambiguous. I don't know if it only affects angels that were in heaven or if it affects every angel. But I think that since Michael and Lucifer are sort of both in hell and they're both in the cage, I don't think the effects of the spell really got to them. So I'm pretty sure that Michael is probably just still a pissed off archangel in the cage torturing Adam with Lucifer.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? Tiger Lily had a point. Does that mean if Dean had had sex with one of the women Gabe offered him, then he would have been having sex with Gabe?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sorry. Go on.
And now with the inverse, we have been getting a lot of like inverse questions because of how Castiel fell and what was happening. And honestly, I think that something's going to happen, and Castiel may start to sort of drift into his inverse self. But I do not think that inverse will actually happen because one, the inverse Dean was very cruel. He was mean. He really just did not care that much. So he never really looked to Castiel as sort of like, oh yeah, you're really messed up, you should probably calm down. Or he didn't care enough about Castiel to actually try and make sure he was okay. The Dean that we have now is much more in tune with his emotions, and chances are he's going to get really worried about Cass because he's going to remember what Castiel turned into when he was forced to fall. Also, a lot of stuff is not going to happen according to Inverse because Croatoan was not spread. The only way Croatoan got spread was because it was mass-produced and it was sort of shipped out by the demons, which is not going to happen. Croatoan won't happen. I think what's worse is, I think what could happen as a form of inverse is that there's probably going to be some kind of war between the fallen angels and humans, and it's probably going to cause a lot of battle and a lot of war-torn land. So that might be a kind of form of the inverse, but no, I don't think that actual inverse will happen. The environment isn't right, the way the characters are isn't right. I just don't think it will happen, because it won't happen for Castiel, because unlike Castiel in the inverse, he has people he can lean on. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he and Dean are going to have some sort of emotional thing, and it's going to really help Castiel.
Yeah, see, I agree with you pretty much completely on the Enverse thing. I think we are going to end up with all the components of Enverse, like Fallen Cass, and maybe even Lucifer and Sam, because coming on to Michael... No, hang on. Shush. Coming on to Michael in the cage and all this, and how I don't think the spell affected Michael, because I'm pretty sure the cage has some pretty heavy sort of, sigils on it, and it's locked down. So I don't think he was affected. So I think, this is one of my headcanons, is to fix everything they would have to let Michael out, which would let Lucifer out, which would, again, kickstart things. That's something I would like to happen.
But that's the thing. I'm not sure if that would happen. I'm not sure how that would really work. But I'm not sure how that would work, because if you brought Michael and Lucifer back, Sam and Dean are never going to let Michael or Lucifer take them as vessels.
No, but they don't.
Not after all that's happened.
No, but they don't need to. They don't.
Why don't they need to?
Because they don't need, Michael wouldn't need a vessel to go fix heaven, and then Lucifer would just pester Sam again, to be honest. But hang on, just shush. I totally forgot what I was going to say now. Thank you, Shannon.
You're welcome, because you're totally wrong.
Lauren, do you have anything to add?
I'm not wrong.
Well,
I know you're not. I'm just kidding.
I would just like to say something that Lucifer said. Whatever details were altered, they'd always end up there.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say.
Oh my god, guys.
They can guys. What?
We got 20 questions.
Yeah, I know, we got loads. Shush.
It's So wait, no, I didn't hear what you said, Lauren, because I was too busy trying to block out Maple.
Lucifer himself said whatever happens will end up here, which is basically a huge foreshadowing that probably Supernatural's going to end like that.
But that's the thing. I think that that's sort of just a kind of writing flaw that the writers aren't going to remember.
I don't think it is. I honestly don't.
I think it is.
I hope not.
Shut up.
I just know that if Inverse happens almost exactly as it happened in the 2014 world, then I'm probably going to stop watching
It
Supernatural.
won't be exactly.
It's not.
It won't be exactly.
Because Cass is certainly not going to end up like that. And
Okay.
Yeah.
And they need Chuck. They need Chuck there.
Yeah. So
And
I
another
think,
thing, one more thing.
Mm.
Sorry, Maple, I want to finish my point.
Yeah, well, me too, but you fucking interrupted it.
Bitch
fight.
First, I'm a gentleman.
Here we go. Rumble.
Oh, fuck.
How about we move on?
Yes, let's move on, because this is just going nowhere.
Just so you guys know, me and Maple don't actually hate each other as much as we make it out to be.
I actually really love Shannon, so it's
I really love Maple,
Alright.
too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be writing a fic with her if I hated her.
Yeah, we're good.
Aradia... I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's Aradia Jones.
Aradia Jones, I would say.
Aradia Jones asks, I love your guys' show. Thank you very much. And she says, I want to know, what are your thoughts on Ghostfacers coming back on season 9?
Wow.
Shannon has something to say about it.
Kind of say we were going to discuss this, but then one of these two brought up a point, and I don't know.
Guys, from what I've heard after the Ghostfacers thing was released, it was sort of... I've heard that the Ghostfacers thing actually wasn't as true as everyone thinks it is. What I've heard is that the guy who tweeted that, AJ Buckley, I think that's his name, he tweeted that, and it turns out that that was just a hope that Ghostfacers was going to come back for Season 9, that they weren't actually coming back for Season 9. There's nothing confirmed. So I'm not sure. I've seen one post saying one thing and one post saying another. But as for that, if it did happen, I'm kind of indifferent because I wasn't really that big of a fan anyways.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't happen, then it really sucks because I know a lot of people are fans of them.
Yeah, see, I'm the same, really, so... we have...
What do you feel? What do you feel about Ghostfacers, Lauren?
I'm not really, I tolerate them, but I've never really, been a fan of them.
So you're like on Shannon's boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just we have, the
you
biggest...
were saying something, Maple?
Yeah, we have the biggest teas in the world hanging around in the chat, so, feel free to offer your input here. Probably totally ambiguous and annoying, but...
We had an anonymous just talk about the D. We won't be. We have other asks to get to.
I have a curious question for Lauren, though, about the D.
Uh-huh.
Lauren.
About who?
The D.
The D.
Oh, the D. Oh, yeah, right, okay.
The D.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to ask it.
I like the D.
It's actually really inappropriate. I was going to say,
No,
what sort of penises do you think demon cats have?
That is a difficult question. Some may say that's a hard question.
It is.
Well, okay. I actually have theories about this.
Me too.
I thought long and hard about their genitals.
Oh my God.
I think since Castiel went inside this vessel, and his vessel, the Novak, Mr. Novak, is very religious, I think he's circumcised.
Yes. Can I just say quickly, fuck you, Russ. Yes, carry on, Caleb.
Russ, don't be a troll. Ooh, Lord,
and Dean?
No, there are many different types of penises.
Oh, yes.
You've got short ones, thin ones, fat ones.
Yeah.
Cut ones, uncut ones.
Pencils.
It's a penis parade.
I agree with Caleb on Cass.
Oh my goodness.
What do you think about Dean? Do you think Dean's uncut or not?
I'm thinking. I don't know if Mary or John would really care, but I don't know. See, that's the thing. We don't really know about their upbringing when it comes to religious in their family.
I think he might be uncut, to be honest. Anyway, my theory is that Cass is long and thin, and Dean is more sort of shorter and fatter.
I don't spend time thinking about the types of penises.
I write smut, so I have to.
Oh, please, Shannon.
Yes.
Apparently, Mary was religious, so we
Mary
don't.
Was. Yeah, but Mary died when he was 4, so how does that work?
Well, they usually circumcise babies straight out.
Yeah, because babies generally don't remember. So
that's horrible.
You have to imagine
Yeah.
you're getting a piece of skin cut off. Would you want to remember that?
Yeah, exactly. You don't cut a piece of skin off a baby.
Yes, you do.
Oh my
Because
God.
that's the developmental stages. They barely remember anything.
No.
It's horrible, but it happens. It's
I'm doing
a
that for my
religious
kids.
thing. I mean, no. Well, our kids
Because
aren't going to be biological, so.
It decreases the chance of diseases.
Does it? I don't know much
Yeah.
about foreskin, so
Yeah.
It's also a lot easier to keep it clean.
that's true. I would believe that. Yeah. Well,
Okay, can we
And-
start talking about penis?
And in the time period,
penises?
that we're talking about, when Jester says that it was very common
Yeah, it
for
was.
everyone to do that. So maybe they're both cut.
maybe. Jimmy definitely, I would say. Like Cass's vessel. So yes. Anyway.
What's your verdict?
It's always generally
What's your-
the religious
Lauren?
guys that have the best penises.
So what's your verdict, Laura?
I like to think of Dean as well endowed,
Mhm.
and yeah, I think it's really difficult trying to think of Cass because obviously Cass is not Cassie's vessel; he's Jimmy. So
We know Cass's real
I
dick
don't
is the
know.
size of a building, basically.
yeah, like the freaking.
Well, Castiel doesn't really actually have a real penis.
Yeah, we know. I'm just saying, his metaphorical dick is huge. Okay.
Don't dream, Shannon. I'll just dream.
That's why Dean likes him so much.
He's gonna need a bigger mouth as well. So.
Ooh, the anonymous says, thanks for talking about the D. You're welcome, Anon.
You're welcome.
That's all right.
We did it. See,
Yeah,
I told you I'd get to it.
And Mishas Collins is also listening in, and she loves talking about penises, so she's gonna
Also,
love this.
okay, right. If let's just say, Jimmy's like Misha. Misha thinks that he can't wear a kilt without pants, like underpants on, because his dick will hang below the kilt line.
Oh my god.
His
What?
words.
Just a little bit of
We were in a coffee
information.
lounge with him, and he was telling us about what?
My parents got you, Russ.
Russ, what are you talking about?
So it's like half. It's like cut down the middle. Oh my god.
Anyway, we were in a coffee lounge. And Misha was talking about going to Scotland for this thing for Gishwes, and we said, "Are you going to wear a kilt?" He's like, "Yeah, I am wearing a kilt." And I was sat there and I was like, "Are you going to wear it properly?" And he's like, "What's properly?" And we're like, "Without underpants." And he says, "Oh yeah, but I would, but your kilt comes to about here, doesn't it?" And he's like pointing at his knees. And he's like, "So, and then he moves his hand a bit lower to sort of mid-calf, so he's like, it'd be a bit awkward." And I'm just sort of like, oh my god.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense, because he's able... Oh, never mind. Remember the nip tuck thing?
Yeah, the nip
You have to
tuck.
my
have
goodness.
you have to be pretty well endowed to be able to do
Oh,
that.
he is probably well endowed, yeah.
Yeah, I like to think of him as well endowed.
I like to think of everyone as well endowed. Let's just be honest.
I think I just look at a guy's like groin area and think there's a penis in there.
Yeah, sometimes you do just get that realisation. Like, you just look at him and you're like, there's a penis there.
And then I start thinking about what it would look like and what.
You know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do that, and I'll be like, "Huh, there's a penis in there." But then I think, or this could actually be a female raised as a male, and there could actually be a vagina in there.
Yeah, and then you think, there's a vagina in there.
True.
It's like a
And then you
mystery.
start
It's
thinking
like
about
you have to-
vaginas. You know.
Okay, let's
Moving
move
on.
on. We've talked plenty. Yes. So.
Jesus
Do
Christ!
you guys, asked by Anonymous, do you guys think Dean will think more of the codependence thing with Sam after Sacrifice? And do you think he'll start letting Sam go after he gets better?
I think yes.
This
I think they're definitely growing to
Yeah.
be more independent.
I'm kind of iffy about this because I have this feeling like after what Sam did and after everything that Sam sort of admitted, Dean's just going to try and be as close to Sam as he possibly can now because he's going to try and make sure that Sam's better. And I feel like even after Sam is better, then he's still going to just try to remain close. And I think that if they do end up sort of drifting apart, it's going to be because Sam finally tells Dean to stop and let someone take care of him instead.
Yeah,
of
because
something like that.
the thing is, Dean needs Sam way more than Sam needs Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon, Russ has a point. There could be both a penis and a vagina.
Ooh, there could be, Russ.
Yeah.
Double
Now,
the fun.
you will never look at people's groins the same, and you'll sit there contemplating.
That would actually be kind of cool. Like if I was to meet someone and pursue a sexual encounter, and then suddenly there was both down there. It add variety.
Variety. Can we get back to this topic?
Yeah, let's get back to the serious stuff. But yeah, I think that if anything, that the only way Dean is going to let go is if Sam tells him that he can let go. Considering what we just talked
I feel like it's totally natural for an older sibling to feel very protective after something like this happened.
Well, yeah, like when we got in a car accident when I was little, I got really, really protective of my little brother because he hit his head really hard and he got a knot, and I was like, "You got to stay in your bedroom now."
Mm-hmm.
And I stayed in his bedroom with him.
What the hell is Russ on about?
We don't know.
Threesome? What?
I don't understand. But anyway, we got another question.
I'm just really confused right now.
Well, we got a link, but we'll look at that link later.
Yeah.
But we got a question from the Gingerbread Knight. I love that. What do you think will happen to Crowley now that he has some sort of humanity about him? I actually have something to say.
Oh, God.
I don't think there's any humanity in him. I think there was during the process, but after it was all done and over, it sort of just went away immediately. Mm-hmm. Because I swear, that look in his eye at that very last shot we had of him, there's something mischievous there.
Honestly,
I think he's changed, but I don't know.
Honestly, I really sort of hope that he stays as evil as he is, but he sort of just his mind is forever changed. Like when he gets really angry, you have just these occasional bursts of raw human emotion, stuff that he's not really used to. I don't think he's actually going to ever be good. He's never going to be good. He's probably going if that is true, he's probably going to find a way to get it to be completely demonized again. But I really hope that he doesn't start turning into a good guy. Because that would really piss me off, especially after what Sarah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm with Lauren. She says, I don't believe Crowley for a second. I'm like, yeah, I don't.
I think it sort of scrambled his mind a little bit, so I think he's still inherently evil, but I think he'll have these moments where he just maybe, he's scrambled, basically, so.
What about you, What about you, Lauren?
You just call him scrambled.
I have this theory that Crowley just faked that whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole, the change of his accent and everything, and the whole tear thing.
I think it was a lie based off truth.
Can I point something out?
Because I think there's something. Because I wrote a meta, I'm kind of proud about that. But I feel like there are things that haunt him, but he sort of used that to be more convincing.
And I just had a thought. Remember, he basically said he could play a good Dean. Basically, Crowley was saying he was a good actor.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and freckles and wings. I do think Sam is going to live.
Yeah. I think he is,
Of course. He has to.
Of course, he's going to live.
Because I don't care what people say, the show would not be the same without Sam. Yeah. It would not be as good.
It would not be as cool because I love Sam very, very much.
I'm a Team Free Will person. I love all three of them. And every other member of Team Free Will. Except,
they're all my babies.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this one from, she's called Steph. If you could change one detail of the series, what would you change and why? As in saving a character or changing a character's choice.
Yeah, let's answer this one at a time. So you go first, Mapal.
I have no idea.
Okay, you go.
I do. I would have it so Cass didn't leave when he got back from Purgatory in Hunter Hiroshi. I'd have him stay. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do.
Right, Shannon, what would you change?
I would have had Godstiel as the main villain in season 7, and I would have had them eventually them saving Cass, and then Cass ended up being human, and the show would have just ended with them driving off and doing more hunts.
Mine would be, I wish that they would have had more archangels, like the 7.
Yeah.
And I wish they would do more with the archangels and then the 7 deadly sins. I know they tried doing something, but that disappointed me so much.
I was really disappointed at the 7 deadly sins.
Because
Really?
if you know, my username is silent as Asmodeus. Asmodeus is one of the demon princes of hell, and he corresponds with the deadly sin of lust. Because I'm very self-centered. And
He is.
I really wanted them to do more about the princes of hell and the other 7 archangels. Yeah, I was just really disappointed with that. I wish that they would have done more with that.
Yeah.
Lauren?
This is a difficult question. My answer was probably not as interesting as all of yours, but it's basically I just want Kevin to be happier. Like I wanted Kevin to be like happier and stuff, and just because it's so sad. His whole storyline. It's so depressing.
Oh,
I love that Kevin's mom died. I love that his girlfriend got her neck
Can I
snapped.
say, I wonder.
He's had so much pain.
I wonder if Metatron is dead or not. I wonder. I don't know.
No,
if it is.
it was confirmed that she was dead. Crowley said that she was dead.
Oh, and you trust Crowley?
No, I'm pretty sure that Crowley killed her.
No, I don't
mean,
think
there's
he has.
one thing that Crowley's always honest about is as the people he kills.
I think he's kept her. I think he's kept her.
I like to hope that she hasn't died because she was sassy. She was a sassy mom. Oh my goodness.
Loved his mom, and I'm on the same boat with Lauren. I'm hoping it's a lie because I love Mrs. Tran so much.
Amazing. So, anyway, another interesting one from Smandrienne, our friendly neighbourhood Smandrienne. What do you think about Cass's mental state? He was pretty much suicidal in Hunter Hiroshi, and it was directly because of what he's done in Heaven. But now Heaven is closed, and I feel like Cass is going to be completely broken. Do you think it will be shown? I hope it'll be shown.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, I feel like Dean and Cass's roles have switched because now Dean is the more open one about his emotions and Cass is the one that sort of bottles it all up. But Dean has shown that he wants Cass to open up to him, so I'm hoping that there can be some dialogue there.
I'm actually kind of worried because we've sort of seen that Dean is really pissed off at Cass. Yeah. We've all seen that. We know that Dean's probably, but I feel like Dean's sort of going to just this one last time sort of throw his sort of anger away until until Cass is ready, and then they're going to sort of have their talk.
You can sort of tell.
I feel like Dean's probably going to realize that Cass is really, really hurting through all of this. Yeah. Hurting way more than he probably was whenever Cass ran away. Because, I mean, Cass's grace was literally his entire life. His entire existence revolved around the fact that he was an angel and he was his grace. And he had his grace and he was able to do something with that. He can't do anything anymore. And now he can't even do anything to fix his wrongs because in his mind he's probably powerless. So I feel like Dean's probably going to try and work and make Castiel realize he's more than just that. He's his heart, he's his mind, he's everything. Because Dean's more in tune with his emotions now. He knows what he has to do to make people feel better. He knows that he knows what he wants, and he's probably going to want Castiel to be better. And then they're going to.
You could sort of tell when the angels fell, and when Dean was like, "No, Cass." You can tell. There's no anger there. He's not angry that Heaven's falling and it was probably Cass. He doesn't know that it wasn't Cass. So, I think he's going to find Cass in a state, and I don't think he's just going to leave him to suffer, to be honest.
What do you think, Lauren?
It's not Dean's style.
I'm not sure, because Dean can be, when he's worried about someone, he can be kind of, I don't know, like he can kind of take it out on them and in the wrong way, and the person can take that the wrong way. Like we saw in that episode where he was like, "No one cares that you're broken, Cass." It was like him acknowledging that Cass was hurting, but still managing to take it out on him. Like, wow.
But I think now that he's fallen and all this stuff has happened to him, I think Dean will have a bit more mercy.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, considering what Castiel actually did, I can sort of see why Dean was pissed.
Yeah,
but I mean, now he's really sort of only pissed at Castiel because of the fact that Castiel kept on leaving, which I can totally understand. I sort of get now that I sort of hope that he's going to realize that Castiel literally does need him now, and although he's pissed, he really needs to stow his crap because he has no idea how Cass is going to turn out now.
And the thing is, like, understandably, Dean was annoyed because his best friend kept leaving, and you've got to remember Dean didn't understand. He didn't know the full story. You know, Dean didn't know everything that was happening. So, you know.
I really just think the main problem with Dean and Castiel's relationship is that Dean and Castiel never tell each other a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's communication.
I'm hoping it all gets cleared up one way or another, and then I'm pretty sure Dean will understand, because he's not a complete asshole. You know, he'll know the story, and then he'll understand. So.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be different if, like, Cass didn't lose his grace, and he was just sort of like, and he was actually part of this, but he's not part of this. No. He did not want this to happen. His grace was ripped out of him. If Dean's still a dick to him after that, then Dean's the dick in this entire situation.
Yeah. But I don't think he will. I don't think he will be. Oh, anyway, we're coming off right now, I'm afraid. We've done an hour and a half. We've done well. We've done well for a summer show.
Do we not have any more questions?
Oh, well,
no.
Don't you look at the chat, Shannon? Gosh.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at my inbox, Mapal.
Oh, wow. God. This is just, no. This is normal. So, did you enjoy yourself, Lauren?
I had a great time.
Good. See, we told you.
Good, because it was fun. It was fun having you. You should come back during season 9.
Yeah, you should come back.
Yes,
season 9.
absolutely. I'd love to come back. I'd love to come back.
It's great. I told you it'd be fine. It's always fine.
I know, I was so nervous before, and I was like, oh my god, why people don't like me?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
And you guys, if any of you are like legitimately afraid to come on because you don't think that you'll fit in, ask Lauren. We automatically make you fit in the moment you step in our chat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, seriously, they're all amazing, and if you like talking about penises and stuff, then definitely I would recommend it. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Our pre-show chats have no seriousness in them whatsoever.
No, it's basically just me and Shannon
mostly
each other and...
Yeah, mostly our pre-show chat, like we're on call like 30 minutes before the actual show starts, and it's usually meant for that purpose, is to let loose. Yeah. Before the show,
so don't worry. We don't
make the guests feel more comfortable.
Yeah, we don't just.
It really helps. It really did.
Yeah, we don't just throw you into the show and just we're not that mean. So I hope you all enjoyed your penis chat, and I hope you all enjoyed the lovely Lauren, who has been fantastic. And yes, do come back in season 9. That'd be great to have you.
Yes.
And maybe you've written some more smut by then, and we can.
And can I just say? Lauren's voice is so cute.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
And it's Northern Irish.
I love it.
It's better than mine, isn't it?
Thank you.
Mine's just like, I'm a farmer.
No, I love all of your voices. Your voices are amazing.
I can do an amazing Lincolnshire. I can do an amazing, really old Lincolnshire accent. It's like, oh no.
I wish I had a Scottish accent. Like, oh my goodness, Scottish accent is the hottest.
Do you want to hear a Lincolnshire one? You'll never want a Lincolnshire one if I showed you it. Like,
go ahead.
Let's see if I can do it.
Oh wait, stop.
What?
Stop. You can use that accent to say goodbye.
I can't. I don't know. I can't really say goodbye, but I have a prepared line.
Okay, go ahead and do that then.
It's really awful. Oh, I can't read nor write, but I can drive a tractor, and I can't even do that.
Oh my goodness, yes, my friend does that one.
I can't read nor write, but I can drive a tractor.
Tractor.
Oh my goodness.
They sound like the country versions of English people.
That's because I am.
Oh my goodness! I can do quite a good Essex impression, because I've been really addicted to The Only Way Is Essex right now, and I know my intelligent brain, the intelligent part of my brain hates me for that, but yeah.
Okay, well, I think it's time to go.
Yes, it is. We're just stalling now, aren't we? We're just like, no, let's not end. So yes.
We want to talk some more and more.
More. But I need to go, because I need to write some more of So Near While Apart.
Yeah, I need to go too, because I'm starving.
And I need to go and like...
Ooh, is that going to be updated tonight?
No.
Damn it.
Tomorrow.
Damn.
You had, like, 3 updates today. Piss off.
Not enough.
And I really need to
Okay.
pee. I really need to pee. Come on.
Okay.
Free to pee.
All right.
Free to
Well,
pee.
wrap it up, Maple. Jeez.
Okay. So, thank you, Lauren, for coming. And thank you to all our lovely listeners. Thank you for the ever-loving troll that is Russ, just hanging around in there somewhere. He's still rattling around. So, thank you everyone for coming.
Barking.
And we will be... What was that? Just what?
What was what?
What are you talking about?
I just heard Caleb say something.
Guys, Maple is hearing voices, and we need to go.
Shut up.
He's just like Zac Efron from High School Musical.
So,
All those voices inside her head keep telling her what to do.
I'm losing it. Shut up.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you.
Birds, birds!
It burns, burns, burns.
Okay, we need to go.
Yes, thank you everyone for coming, and we will see you again next week. I have no fucking clues on next week.
We'll figure it out,
Well-
and you'll know as soon as we do.
Yes, I'll put it up on the website. It's fine. So, thank you everyone for coming. It was lovely having you, and we love you all so much, and we'll see you again.
Love you!
Okay,
Love
bye.
you. Bye, guys.
Bye.